Sony is raising their prices. You know why? Because they can. Let's talk. Hello humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. Can you hear him? Yes, you can already hear all the people clamoring that Sony is an evil corporation. Guys, what this reflects, especially in the YouTube community here in the US, is what a poor job our country does of educating people financially. Companies are not evil or good or anything. They're inanimate objects, right? They're just entities. You can buy stock in these companies. I myself am a holder of Sony stock, right? I own Nintendo stock. I own Microsoft stock, right? But let me burst your bubble of that beta energy a lot of you have out there. And let me tell you, the purpose of a company is not to give you jobs. It's not to coddle you, right? And make products that'll make you happy forever, right? It's not for them to be your mother or your father and comfort you in your time of need. No, the role of a company is very simple. It's to make money. That's it. It's not to provide jobs. It's not to do any of those other things that you guys think they're supposed to do. They're not supposed to be responsible for the social issues of every country. No, they're just supposed to make money, and that is it. And the most amount of money possible for whoever owns the company. If you happen to have a great time with the products they sell, so be it. That's just a byproduct, right? But it's not their responsibility to be good to you or be nice to you or even be fair to you. They just need to make money for their stockholders like me or like you if you decide to purchase stock, because all you need is an app to purchase a stock. Now let's go behind why they're raising their prices. It's simple. All you have to do is you go on Craigslist here and look at these. The cheapest PlayStation 5 with the disc drive on it is about $640. The cheapest for the one with the physical, with just the online media, is about $550. Right? What does that mean? Sony has seen that people are willing to pay $100 to $150 more above retail for their consoles. Let me give you an example. Let me say that you are selling cookies, right? You're making cookies and you're selling them. This is your business. Imagine somebody comes and buys your cookies for 59 cents. And then they go and they resell them for 89 cents. What are you going to do? Are you going to keep your prices the same? Or are you going to increase your prices because you know people are paying more, right? And somebody else is making profit off of your work without doing a single thing. All right, so let's destroy this social justice warrior narrative when it comes to Sony with real facts. The facts are that Sony stock has plunged 35% year to date, right? That's reality. The reality is also that the company loses money on every console. That's a fact. They're trying to make it back on the other end with software. Now what happens? These resellers, they take these consoles that Sony is producing at a loss and makes profit off of them, right? So the resellers are actually making profit while Sony is losing money. Even when you were just to buy the console, they would be losing money. And because the public out there, which is many of you listening to this video, have bought these consoles from retailers, no matter what people are saying, somebody's lying, because the prices, even though we're in a recession, has only dropped like 10% in the resale market. Somebody's buying these consoles, right? And it's usually people complaining about the console price. So how can you complain about the console price and Sony raising prices and at the same time be paying $100 to $150 over retail? Sony is losing money. That's plain and simple. They're the only game in town in many other markets, right? Microsoft outside the US isn't that strong. So they have to make the money that they're losing up somewhere for their long-term success. Those are just basic facts. I'm giving you the numbers here. Go look at Craigslist and see how much you can buy a resale PlayStation 5 for. And does it make sense for the company to lose money on every console when resellers are making $100 to $150 per console. It makes no sense. It's a losing proposition. Right? So if they see that the public, which is you, by the way, all of you out there buying these consoles on retail, are willing to pay $100 to $150 more per console, they're going to have to adjust their prices because they see that the market can bear that price. You can see all these people complain, but the scalpers, they've only dropped their prices like 10%, during a recession. So who the hell is buying these? It's the public. It's the same public that's complaining. You need to have a better understanding of the market, right? If you're going to invest in these things, or even if you're going to criticize them, right? Because if you're going to sit here and say that every company is evil, individuals may be evil within a company, right? You can have a couple of nefarious idiots in every company, whether it's Blizzard, Microsoft, Sony, right? But the entity itself doesn't care, right? It doesn't care about good and evil. It doesn't care about any of those things. Whatever they put out, the bottom line is that they need to make money. Now, some of the people complaining are the same people that want every employee to have 100% full benefits. They don't want them to work any overtime, and they want sunflowers and sunshine for everybody, right? That needs to come from somewhere. It comes from profits, right? But if you're letting profits go out the door, you're never going to get to your goals. Now, there's a free market and people can react. You don't have to buy any of this. As a consumer, you can just stop buying Sony products whatsoever. You can buy an Xbox. You can buy a Nintendo, right? The market will react in a favorite or a negative way. We don't know that. That's what the open market is for. But please have an understanding of what's going on and participate, right? My whole goal of making commentaries on these things is for you to look at these companies, study them, and invest in whatever you want to invest if you're interested in video games, because it makes no damn sense, right? It makes no damn sense for you to own $5,000, $6,000 worth of video games, say of Sony, and not own a single stock, because most of the games you own, especially for this generation, are only going down in value, right? But if you buy Sony stock, you will get a return eventually, right? A better return than just having old games out there, because only a few of them are actually going to become collectible, right? At least in my gaming community in my generation, I'm happy that more and more gamers are starting to look at these markets, look at these stocks, and invest in them. And why do you want to do that? Because if you're unhappy about Sony, you can buy stock, right? And you can have a say on the direction of the company. You get to vote. You get to affect the companies that you purchase from. Just don't be a consumer. Be a participant and acknowledge one at that. You can't sit there and just cry over evil corporations and the system just because you don't understand them. There's ways to change these companies, and the future is in your hands.
New videos every Monday and Sunday. Thank you for joining me on another episode of the Gen X Gamer. Remember to like and subscribe, click that notification bell, and remember, never ever be afraid to be happy. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.